Welcome back, geeks. This is Jackie, your nerdy crafter. I apologize ahead of time for my voice. I caught another cold. So this week's video is still a tutorial. But tomorrow, there's going to be another video. So make sure you stay tuned for that tomorrow. It's really special. And no, it's not for Valentine's. There's something even more special than that. For me anyways. And for you too. So this week's tutorial is going to be on how to do something Lego. There are plenty of Lego block tutorials out there, so I decided to go a different route. You're going to learn how to make this trapped Emmet in a bottle. Here's what you'll need for this project. Orange, yellow, red, blue, brown, black, a little bottle. I found this at the dollar store. Rounded and pointy tools, X-Acto or cutter, an eye pin, black and white acrylic paint. Rubbing alcohol just in case your piece ever gets messy. It's always good to have it on standby. Now the first thing we want to do is make sure that Emmet is no bigger than the entrance of this bottle. So in order to do that, take the cork out and measure the bottom part as the largest part of any piece that you're going to make. We're going to start from the bottom to the top. So first you're going to take your orange clay and cut out a rectangled shape out of it. Now the side view shape that we want for the legs is to make a straight cut down for the feet, and then for the knees, straight cut horizontally, and then a rounded top right where the butt would be, like so. Now take your rounded tool or your fingers or even a popsicle stick and smooth all the pieces out. Now you're going to take your orange clay again and cut out another rectangular shape out of it. Make sure that it's the same thickness and length of your legs. Now once you have your rectangular piece, take your cutter and slightly angle the tops so that it looks like he has hips versus shoulders instead of just one rectangular piece, like so. Now stick the two pieces together. There you go. For the head, you're going to take a small ball of yellow clay and then flatten the bottom, like so. Now take your blade or your cutter and make the top tip of the head flat by cutting straight down, like so. Now you're going to roll out a ball of red clay bigger than the head and cut out half of it off so that we can make the hat. There you go. Now for the hair, make a small teardrop shape out of your brown and place it on each side of the head. Voila! Now for the details of the hat, you're going to roll out some thin snakes out of your red clay and place them on the top of the hat, and then you're going to take one final one and put it all the way around the rim. Ta-da! Now take your eye pin and cut off the top tip and push it in under the head. I just realized how morbid this looks. Now just to be safe, bake this at 275 degrees for about 5 minutes. Make sure that your oven was preheated, just so that we make sure it keeps its shape when we push everything back together. So here's the head all baked. Now the next thing we need to do are the arms. Take your blue clay, roll it out into a thin snake, then you're going to cut one side at an angle and the other side straight down, like so. And then you're going to place one arm on each side of the body. Now for the hands, roll out a thin snake with your yellow clay, take the middle with your pointy tool, and then you're going to place it on the flat side of the sleeve, and then bend the sides up, like so. Now do the other one. Voila! Now all we have to do is add the blue shirt right on top of the orange. Take your rounded tool, make a little V right here, and then you're going to take your blue clay and smooth it down with your rounded tool. Now make a small circle with your yellow clay, cut the top and bottom ends, and here's Emmet's neck. Now just place it on the top of the body, take the head, and slowly push it into the body, like so. Now before we put him in to bake, take your cutter, slice down right in the middle of the two legs, take your pointy tool, and make that separation as well so that it's a little wider. Ta-da! Now bake this for about 10 minutes at 275 degrees. Here he is all baked. Now what you're going to do is take your paint, mix up your black and white for gray, and paint on all the little details as much as you'd like. If you're anal, you can totally do them all, otherwise you can just sketch them roughly. And that's as detailed as I want them to be. Now make sure you let them completely dry before we do the final step. Now what you need to do is take your glass bottle, take a piece of black clay, push it inside, and flatten it down. Now once your piece of fresh black clay is in there, take your Emmet and put them inside. Now you might need tweezers, or if you can, just use your pointy tool or your rounded tool, and make sure that you push them snugly onto the black clay, like so. Now without the cork, Bake this for another 10 minutes with the glass jar. Make sure it's not plastic. Here he is, all baked. Now make sure that once it's baked to not touch the glass because it's going to be really hot. Now if you want to make this into a charm, take an eye pin and push it through your cork and then bend the cork at the bottom. Now it can be a charm. Also, if you're a little hesitant, you can put some glue around the cork. And if you want to decorate, you can make little mini Legos and just put them all around Emmet. This can be a necklace, keychain, or any kind of charm you want. All done! Now remember, if you have suggestions for future geeky tutorials, leave them in the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Do it so my cold can go away. If you haven't added me on Facebook, Twitter, DeviantArt, and Instagram, why not? Until then, see you guys tomorrow. I apologize ahead of the time. Ugh. And there are plenty of little Lego cube tutorials. And there are plenty of Lego cube tutorials out there. And there are plenty of Lego squares. No. And there are plenty of Lego cubes. And there are plenty of Lego block tutorials. You're going to learn how to make this charmed Emmet bottle charm tutorial. You're going to learn how to make this trapped bottle charm Emmet tutorial. You're going to learn how to make this trapped bottled and then place it on the I can't talk today.